what we actually, there were many different types of bullying that we asked about, if you'll see in the report. But this chart shows the 7 most common types of bullying reported by people who were bullied. This is most common types in the past year, reported by people who were bullying, and also reported by people who did the bullying. And I'll talk about that in a minute. So you can see that those reporting being bullied in the last year, 1 or more times, the number 1 form of bullying was verbal intimidation, such as insults and name calling and shouting, harsh, belittling, or excessive criticism of their work, demeaning nonverbal behaviors, finger pointing, eye rolling, putting their arms up in the air and expressing disgust, routinely being subject to unrealistic deadlines or really unrealistic work demands. Another form that was very common was behind the back false accusations and malicious rumors, someone improperly taking credit for their work, and not receiving work-related information, being asked to write the complaint, oh, by the way, I forgot to give you the facts, or not being invited to important work meetings. Just being dismissed and ignored is actually a type of bullying as well. And what was so fascinating about this is we were able we asked people, had they ever bullied? And actually 150 people who took this survey said, yes, they had bullied. And what was fascinating is the types of bullying that they did directly paralleled what was reported by people bullied. So you can see in the second column that all of these 7 factors, they're not quite in the exact order, but they were the 7 top forms of bullying that those who did the bullying in the last year said that they perpetrated on others.
And Stephanie, could I add one thing before you go on to who
Yes.
were the bullies?
Yes.
One, I think many of us have experienced these types of bullying behavior. I know as a young associate, especially on a late Friday afternoon, having a partner dump some kind of assignment or to say, call late at night or interrupt something, that something was an emergency and there was really no emergency. And so these setting unrealistic or unreasonable work demands, I think is something that is very commonly experienced, especially by associates and those who are in other legal organizations. The other thing I would add is as a mark of the time, lawyers also responded to being cyber stalked, to having physical intimidation in terms of the bully throwing an object or invading their space, and stalking, and even physical contact, such as touching, pushing, or shoving. And one of the types of bullying that surprised me was that 26% of lawyers were bullied to say or do something unethical or improper in the past year. So just think about that, 26% of our respondents.